Hello, it's Burgess Taylor and it's Writer Wednesday. And I know we're supposed to do the refusal of the call and meeting the mentor today. And we're going to do a little bit of that. But before we do any of that, we're going to talk about Camp NaNoWriMo and preparing for Camp NaNoWriMo. I have my writer journal right here. And I have been going through and doing all the information for the mentor. I'm not quite finished with it yet, but then I thought, you know what would be a really good idea? I think next Wednesday's Writer Wednesday is going to be preparing for Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm going to show you a little bit about setting up my word count goal in here. I'm going to show you plan with me for Camp NaNoWriMo and my outline stuff that I have in here, because I have the novel outline right here, and we're going to talk about getting into that more. And yeah, so I'm really excited about it. Really excited about it. And I hope you'll follow along with the videos for Camp NaNoWriMo. I started my YouTube channel with NaNoWriMo videos. Yeah, that was almost 2.5 years ago now. And now I do journal videos and writing videos, coffee chats. I talk about a number of things. Mostly, I talk about creative endeavors. As a creative person, I find that it's really important to have a plan. Sometimes when you have big projects, especially, and Camp NaNoWriMo in April and in July, and then NaNoWriMo in November are two of the things that I actually try to stay really organized for. I used to pants my way through writing, but it didn't work so well. I have this t-shirt, Coach Taylor. It says forever. Quite a few people have referred to me as a creative coach, and I find that inspiring and motivating to me. Helping inspire and motivate others is, I guess, one of my callings. It's something I'm very passionate about. Creativity is extremely important to me. I am creative in a number of ways, from do-it-yourself projects to writing and art and reading, and yeah, definitely do-it-yourself projects. So I'm excited about this Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm going to try to, on Sundays, do a sort of prep video for NaNoWriMo, in addition to the Writer Wednesday videos. Sunday's videos will either be, maybe I'll do it this Sunday, we'll see. I have some stuff to do, but I'm trying to get organized for Camp NaNoWriMo. Writing is really important to me. It's probably just as important or more important than a lot of the other creative things I do. Journaling helps with my anxiety and my depression, but it's the writing that it's my passion. And writing has really taken a back seat since November. I've been in a sort of a funk. Part of it's that I really don't feel like I have enough time to devote to the writing the way that I should. There's all these other things that I'm doing, and I've been rethinking a lot of the things that I'm doing, how I'm doing, what I'm doing. My journaling has been changing, and some other things are going to be changing. So I'm just going to, roll with the changes and do what's best for me and hope that that all works out. So I've noticed I've been making some things harder than they really need to be. I figured out some ways to do videos of flip throughs and stuff like that to make it easier for myself. And I'm going to start doing things that way now that I've figured out something that actually works for me that is much better. Camp NaNoWriMo videos are coming. They are coming. And now, before the video gets too long, we're going to talk a minute about the refusal of the call. When I did the refusal of the call, I had judgment, the fool, and justice. So I have written down some things. Willingness to be judged by one's own merits. It could be a herald, a messenger, or it could be family. Also could be a second chance. It's also symbolic of higher thought, the veil between heaven and earth, karma, destiny, responsibility, and decision, or an unwillingness to forgive and move on. So what I did for that card, because looking at that card, sort of the refusal of the call. I mean, you've got this angel blowing the horn, like Gabriel blowing the horn, and the people down below. During the call to adventure, her grandmother came to visit her. She ends up finding her grandmother's journal. She reads the journal that her grandmother pointed to, that her grandmother's spirit pointed to, and she realizes that this curse that she's thought was not really real, that she's heard about her whole life, that it's real. But she really just does not want to believe it. She feels out of place in her family's witchy business in the magical world because she can't control her power, cannot control her magic. She just wants to not have it at all. She wants to live a simple life. She wants to live with the mundanes and normal people. She thinks it would be safer for everybody because it has been foretold that she is the only one that can deliver her family from this curse, or that it's somebody from her generation anyway. So they don't know for sure that it is her, but they have said that she is a powerful witch and that she has this destiny, and it's this special destiny. I think the Curse of Seven, which is the second book, is going to be her relative, and that's who's going to get rid of the curse. This one is going to be about her getting justice for her grandmother's death. But it's a family thing. You know, we have both of these scenarios in here. The curse is going to be brought up several times. She just wants to go back to her life in the mundane world. She doesn't want the responsibility that comes with being the heir to her grandmother's coven. She doesn't, or her family. She feels foolish because she can't control her powers. And that's where the Fool comes in. And she feels foolish for not wanting to be a mundane when she is such a powerful witch. She knows that it's foolish to think that she can stop fate, and that her destiny, she believes in free will, but at the same time she knows that she's fated to do this. It's her choice what she does with it, though. So she goes back to her simple life now. She goes back to the mundane world, and then she realizes once she gets back that she's not going to be able to get justice for her grandmother. She's not going to be able to help her brother get justice for the grandmother. She's not going to be able to help her family. The justice thing is the really big thing, which is where the justice card comes in. The justice card is a card of balance and reason. An involvement in legal issues, it says. Karma, equality, fairness, abuse of power, can be weighing and balancing a situation. And that's exactly what she's been doing since she came back home to her ordinary world when she refused the call. This is her refusal. So she's willing, she decides at the very end of this, when she's back home and the lawyers talk to her and she's talked to her brother and her grandmother's ghost has visited her and she's finished reading the journal, that she's willing to take responsibility for being the heir and for seeking justice for her grandmother's death, that she decides that it is time to act. She has to do something. She wants to put things in balance. It takes her a fair amount of time, though, to figure that out. She feels an immense amount of pressure, and she's pushed to go back to her family's witchy business. Because it's the only way that she can get justice for her grandmother, and that is the only thing that her conscience will really allow her to do. And that means following her fate, then that's what it is. But the reason she's so hesitant is going to be where some of the backstory comes in. The reason why she left the witchy business, which would be that her grandfather was killed by witch hunters. And it is the witch hunters that she is really afraid of because she cannot control her powers. She has this immense amount of power and she has no idea of really how to channel it. Everybody has tried to teach her and they have failed. It'd be like Jean Grey on the X-Men without the professor having helped her. So we are at the mentor, and I've pulled the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, and we will continue with that as we go through. And I'll talk a little bit about some of it. I'm going to talk about some of the process of pulling cards and figuring out things, but I'm not going to give too much more of my outline away. I will do a little bit of it, but I'm not going to reveal everything in the novel and the outline. I'm just not sure about revealing that on social media because I do eventually want to publish this book, and I've already revealed a lot of the outline prior to this when I did this originally for the witchy business, but things are going to change all. So that's it. Camp NaNoWriMo's in a month. Today is March 1st. We have the beginning of spring and St. Patrick's Day and daylight savings time for those of us who do have to change our clocks. So I'm excited. And we are prepping for NaNoWriMo's camp, April. My NaNoWriMo information is down below if you would like to add me as a writing buddy. I'm going to be trying to get a couple of blog posts written this week. I'm going to, while this is saving and uploading and stuff, try to get a blog post written about Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm not going to cover everything that I cover in the videos and the blog posts because I want to add the videos to the blog posts, so it'd be kind of redundant to add both in. So I will probably be taking pictures of this and putting it in the blog post if you would like to look at some of the pictures. Website is down below where the blog is at. Click the tag for NaNoWriMo, and I think everything that is NaNoWriMo or Camp NaNoWriMo should kind of pull up with that because I have a lot of older information about those too if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye.